Hello and welcome to Anthony's Brick Builds, and today we'll be going over my top 10 LEGO Star Wars Rogue One sets. Now, before we go further into this video, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, turn that notifications button on if you have not already. And this continues my weekly trend where I post a video going over my favorite LEGO Star Wars sets from each Star Wars movie and Rebels and Clone Wars. Now we have Rogue One this week. Last week was Solo. Next week we will have New Hope, and we're going through the original trilogy, then the sequels. Now let's hop right on into number 10. We have the Scarif Trooper Polybag, again set number 40176. Came out 2017 with 25 pieces, one minifigure. This was a promo given as a, I believe this was one on May the 4th week, I believe. Then this can cost $30 US on the aftermarket. Looks really cool. I love the Scarif Troopers with that Hovertank helmet mold. This looks so good. Moving on, number 9, we have the Rebel Trooper Battle Pack in the center 75164, came out in 2017 with 120 pieces, 4 minifigures for a $15 US price tag, and this set can go for around $30 US today. Looks like a lot of really good figures. I like that they used the reuse a Hoth helmet, but instead of it being the tan color, it's in that dark gray color, and those other helmets used on some of those troopers look pretty good as well. Moving on, number 8, we have the Imperial Trooper Battle Pack in center 75165, came out 2017 with 112 pieces, 4 minifigures for a $15 US price tag, and you get this for now $50 US today, sealed in box. This is our last really good Imperial Battle Pack. We haven't had a good one in a while. It contains 2 awesome Stormtroopers 2016 version of 2 Death Troopers. I love those Death Troopers. They look really, really good, and they just did a phenomenal job with this battle pack. Moving on to number 7, we have the Battle of Scarif set, against our 75171. Came out in 2017 with 419 pieces, 4 minifigures, Cassian Andor, Jyn Erso, and 2 Scarif Troopers, or Shore Troopers. This set came out for $50 US. This can go for around $130 on the aftermarket. A pretty crazy set, but a really cool one where you have the door going into the large Scarif tower, and also you have Jyn Erso in her disguise and those other elements. You thought that set looks amazing, and it did such a good job with that set as well. Moving on to number 6, we have the ATST Walker. Again, set number 75153, came out in 2016 with 449 pieces with 3 minifigures. You have an ATST driver, a Rebel Trooper, and Blaze in there as well. Looks like an awesome characterization of this build. It looks amazing, and compared to our 2022 Hoth ATST, they just look so good side by side, even though that one is based off Hoth, and this one is like a more kind of like city roaming one. Moving on to number 5, we have the Y-Wing Starfighter, again set number 75172. Came out in 2017 with 691 pieces, for 5 minifigures for $60 US price tag, and this can go for $150 on the aftermarket today. Probably one of the best Y-Wings we ever had. It looks amazing, and we also have a droid in this set that has a really cool transparent dome, and also that we have, I believe, Admiral Raddus is the Mon Calamari included in the set, with, of course, a Imperial Stormtrooper thrown in for good measure. And we also have, almost looks like the Yeti included in that set. Not entirely sure what his name is, I forget from the movie, but I kind of think of him as the Yeti guy. Moving on to number 4. We have the Imperial Assault Hovertank in set number 75152. Came out 2016 with 385 pieces. 3 awesome minifigures are included in the set. 2 Hovertank pilots. And we also have Chirrut in that set as well for $30 US. This set now could go for $110 US on the aftermarket. A really good representation of the Hovertank. Did a really good job with it. I mean, it's a unique build, and they did it flawlessly. Moving on, number 3, we have the TIE Striker. Again, set number 75154 came out in, of course, 2016. This is the year Rogue One came out with 543 pieces, 4 incredible minifigs of being of a Rebel Trooper, a Scarif Trooper, a TIE Fighter pilot, and I believe that's Imperial technician or an Imperial landing crew operative. Looks like a awesome figure. It looks very similar to our Death Star Trooper that we had from a while back. This set retailed for $70 US when it came out in 2016. This can go for $140 today. But it has to be one of my favorite TIE Fighter variants. This looks so cool. Those wings that can go up and down. I mean, it's just a really, really cool set. Moving on, number 2, we have the Rebel U-Wing Fighter. Again, set our 75155 that came out 2016 with 559 pieces with 5 minifigures included in this set for a $80 price tag. This can go for $220 today. It comes with a lot of really cool figures. I really like the U-Wing, how it can go from regular flying mode to combat mode so quickly. I mean, that is just an amazing idea from the Star Wars Ship Designer League. I mean, that looks so cool, and LEGO did a phenomenal job representing it in LEGO form. Now, these top 2 can be reversed depending on how I feel on the day or how you guys feel, but we have for number 1, Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. Came out 2016 with the set number of 75156. Came out with 863 pieces, 6 minifigures with a $90 price tag. This set can go for $250 today. Contains, you only said with K2SO, and we also have Director Krennic and 2 Death Troopers, and we also have 2 other characters from the Rebel Alliance in there. I mean, that is just a awesome, sick lineup. Those Death Troopers are really cool figures. They did such a good job, and seeing that Death Trooper on the box looks really cool. So I do thank you guys for joining me for this wonderful episode of Anthony's Brick Builds. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, turn that notifications button on if you haven't already, and stay tuned for next week. We'll go over the top 10 episode 4 sets, The New Hope. See you then. May the Force be with you.